Hey! Oh, it's gotta adjust. Yeah. Oh, let me see something. Let me try something real quick. Doesn't really do anything. Yeah. Well, it kind of does. I look pretty. I feel pretty. Ooh, I'm just playing. Anyways, what's up, y'all? Today, I'm gonna be reacting to when dumb cops arrest FBI agents. Love these. These are hilarious, man, because cops need to know who they're dealing with. First law of power, and the 48 laws is not the first law, but no, it's I can't know which law it is. One of the laws and laws of power. Know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. And these officers definitely don't know who they're dealing with and always end up offending the wrong person. Anyway, subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash that like button up. Watch this video all the way through. I appreciate you. Let's go. Oh, I didn't even click the thing. Where did I?
Cops are always trying to abuse their power, but what happens when it's not civilians they're faced with, but undercover FBI agents?
Man.
Where'd you get this? Federal Bureau of Investigation?
A U.S. Air Force specialist and ex-FBI agent was pulled over for having a slightly obstructed license plate, but when the cops found out who he was, they started to look for any reason they could find to get him arrested.
How you doing, sir?
Good.
All right.
What's up?
Deputy Troy with the Sheriff's Office. The reason I'm stopping you is your plate's obstructed. Whatever that thing's got, you got to take it off, okay?
Okay.
It's got to be visible within a certain distance.
All right.
When you went to driving school, when a cop pulls you over, what they tell you?
Oh, you pull over when it's safe to do.
No, you pull over immediately. Okay? Let me tell you that. And now you pull over immediately.
Sure.
Because I don't know what you're doing inside this car.
Sure. Yeah.
Hiding guns. You know what I mean? Officer safety is number one.
Right out the gate, this cop is wrong, and it's obvious he has some form of superiority complex. It is not required to pull over immediately for many reasons, such as the obstruction of traffic and general safety, but you should attempt to pull over as quickly as it's safe to do so. If safety is the number one priority, it's probably not the best idea to slam on the brakes and swerve to the side of the road with no hard shoulder, but this isn't the end of the cop's lies.
Yeah, but that's debatable. Like, you know, that's debatable. Like, because if you can pull over as soon as possible, pull over as soon as possible. But if you can't, then you can't. But the officer did kind of be a little weird with that.
So who are you?
I'm
I
not
guess I
sorry enough, yeah. Former NDOC, and I used to work security at Harris.
Oh, okay.
I'm a contractor. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have insurance on this thing?
My partner, huh?
Do you have insurance on this thing?
Yeah.
Your partner or what?
Now, my partner called me. I'm a contractor with Southwest Gas.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to go over there and get him logged into his computer.
No guns inside the car?
Nah, no problem.
Okay.
After a few routine questions, the cop starts to get a little more specific and tries to find a way to incriminate him.
What do you got right there up front?
That's a siren. I contract security.
You contract
So
security?
some of the work requires to have a siren.
Turn it on?
It's got whip bags in the back too. Go ahead and step out, man.
No weapons or anything like that?
Nah.
Alright, I'm gonna take you out like this just to check. Okay, go push that one for me. So you're not like law enforcement, right? You're not a law enforcement officer?
Yeah.
Okay, so you said you work security, right? Okay.
I'm a security contractor.
Whose car is it? Who?
So I'm gonna put these on for now, okay? Because when relax.
Why is it taking
better?
The agent is now being put in cuffs with absolutely no idea why. He has to assume it's because of the lights, but the cops haven't given him a reason for detaining him. However, when they find out exactly who he's working for, things take a very strange turn.
Why haven't you taken the lights off of there?
No, I do contract work, so I have to have lights on this vehicle for some of the work.
They shouldn't be that color though.
Yeah, they shouldn't be red and white, brother.
No, it depends on who you're contracting with. If you contract with law enforcement agencies, it's different.
Which agencies do you contract with?
The various ones. DOJ.
Name some. DOJ? So you have a contract?
DHS. I've worked for DHS, yeah.
Okay, so do you have a government ID?
I have a contractor ID, yeah.
Where's that?
It's in my hood.
He's telling you. Like, oh my God, man. But those already put him in handcuffs and already done violated a lot going on here.
Where'd you get this?
That's issued.
Issue 2?
Federal Bureau of Investigation badge?
So let me I'm gonna read you your rights too, okay?
The cops now know exactly who he is, but that doesn't stop them from way overstepping their position and searching the agent without his permission.
No guns, right?
Yeah.
Inside the car?
Yeah.
Okay. Who, because, like I said, man, too, there's money in. Put that back in, so I'll put it in the bag, okay? So the reason they're
I'm
doing
starting to think there's a lot of psychopaths in police and law enforcement. If the man already identified that he's an officer of the law, I think there's a level of safety that you have within that notification to know, like, okay, he's probably okay. He's probably not a bad person. I should probably assume the best from him.
cuffs, okay? Unless you're a sworn officer.
I know what the veteran does.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have red and blues,
Sure.
right? Because then you could easily impersonate
Red.
a police officer.
Sure.
You know? So who issued this to you?
My former employer.
Your former employer? So you used to work for the FBI at one point?
I've contracted with the Department of Justice and the FBI and other
Here in
Reno.
Here in Reno? Where's their office at, or what?
Resident agency. It's off of. It's next to Wells Fargo. It's right by the traffic circle.
Okay. I'm just throwing out because I have no idea where they're at.
These officers are clearly not happy that the agent has an answer for everything, so they decide to start asking questions that they know he can't answer in an effort to incriminate him. An incredibly manipulative and corrupt tactic.
Since you got the badge, where's your creds at? Where's your federal creds at?
I don't need federal credits because I'm not currently employed by the federal government.
You have an FBI badge.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, I used to be a task force officer with the FBI.
Okay, which task force? Safe Streets?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know Elkington?
No.
Okay.
So when did you work for him?
I'm not going to answer that.
Okay. Well, I'm texting somebody right now. If you impersonate a federal officer, you know you're going to get in big trouble for that. Okay.
And like I said, with the red and blues, that alone right there, okay? That's what you're...
But that's not an offense in and of itself to have red and blue.
Yes, it is. And I'm going to show you the
To
NRS.
actually run, you have to
Let
actually
me show
run
you.
those
No,
lights.
you don't. They're in your vehicle, and I must destroy those. Okay? I'm going to pull up NRS for you.
I went through a
Okay.
police officer academy. I know what that
Or
is.
you might again, but I went...
Have they updated the NRS?
Let me show you.
Have they? Okay.
So let's go over here. That way we can get a...
My man knows his stuff, man. I would stop right there because he seems to know everything he's talking about. So it's getting nerve-wracking.
So that was issued to you, say, right? That little FBI deal? You didn't steal it or find it or... No?
Remember again, their issue is with the lights on his car. The cops do not have the authority to search the agent here, so digging around in his pockets is completely unwarranted and illegal. The specifics in this case are admittedly a little blurry. It's illegal for a civilian to illuminate red and blue emergency lights on their vehicle, but this man never lit them up, and the times when he did, he was under contract with an official law enforcement agency. And if he only works part-time with the FBI, it would be wrong for him to identify as an FBI agent all the time. But he never did that, and as such, wasn't impersonating an agent. In this situation, the cops didn't detain him for committing a crime, they detained him because he could have committed a crime. It's the same thing as arresting a licensed gun holder because they could use the weapon for a robbery. However, the next case is much more clear-cut, and
Wow, that's annoying.
shows the hilarious power trips cops can often find themselves on.
I hope I don't see you get your assholes on the street, because I'm going to drive the and you can tell your goddamn supervisors and everybody else I see.
On July 16, 2022, the Muskogee County Jail found itself facing severe overcrowding issues, with many officers having to wait outside the building to book their suspects. At the time, there was a crime suppression procedure in place of the city, leading to a large influx of suspects. But as the jails became more overcrowded, the county sheriff called off the procedure. However, this was ignored by the police in Muskogee. So in turn, cops in the area were asked to process prisoners on a specific order based on who apprehended them. Local deputies first, state patrol officers second, and Columbus police officers last.
So this happened. Hold on, wait. Let's keep going.
As you can imagine, certain cops weren't too happy about this, and when one deputy rightly cut in line, things started to heat up.
They won't let us in.
That's the thing, man. You can't be having egos being a police officer. That's dangerous, man.
My job. Let me in. Ain't that right? Nah, you go in there before us, I'm gonna raise hell. Watch this. I'm gonna file a complaint, a legitimate complaint. That is the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen in my life. So wait a minute.
Go yell it. Go start yelling. Hey, come on.
All right, I'm going to file a complaint.
Hey, that's fine.
Remember, it's totally fine for this officer to cut in front here. He's just adhering to the county sheriff's orders. But whether it's ego, a power complex, or just frustration, the cops aren't happy at all.
I mean, this is beyond my control. I don't have anything, so don't yell at me. All right. As soon as that last one gets cleared, I'm going to bring it back.
Hey, yeah, unless another...
If you have a passion to achieve more for yourself, your family.
SO unit shows up.
This is not my decision.
Muskogee Deputy Blaine Adkins finishes booking his suspect, but when he gets back to his car, he realizes it's been blocked in by Columbus patrol vehicles. This is when things really start to get aggressive between the cops.
Them goddamn supervisors can.
I understand. I get that.
So I can get the out the way. All right, so I got a call to go to. I can't go to the car because y'all want to play stupid ass childish game. It ain't because of me, man. I got nothing to do with that. George, I got nothing to do with that in there. It ain't my goddamn call. It's between the sheriff and the guy that works over there. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Move the goddamn car, or I'm gonna move myself.
Go move it. How you gonna move it?
Move the goddamn car, man.
Move the car.
Why? Huh?
In the park.
Y'all acting like a bunch of goddamn kids, man.
Back it up so we don't have to bring it down.
Listen, man, I'm only...
It's funny watching officers beef. Like, what they gonna do? What you gonna do, arrest me?
doing what my supervisor told me. I understand. This is ridiculous, and I hate that I'm dealing with this shit. But you're gonna have to talk to the sergeant over there.
No, I'll be talking to the chief. Hey, chief, I'm sorry. We got a situation over here. We got CPD won't let our guys out, and they're about to go to blows. I'm asking your CPD.
So this is in Cincinnati Police Department, CPD. Is it Cincinnati Police? I'm hoping this is, or it could be. No, California Police Department. So CPD probably because they said Columbus. CPD, Columbus Police Department, maybe, I don't know.
The officer to back up his car. And
I'm asking that because I'm in Ohio. I like this. It's good.
He's saying that his supervisor told him not to let him.
What's interesting about the interaction is that the officer tells the Muskogee lieutenant that he's only acting on his supervisor's orders. This isn't a misunderstanding between individuals. This is a clash of two entire police departments. And all the while, there are citizens in danger that are left completely without help because of this disagreement.
I know most of us are kind of at a standstill. Do I have anybody on Forest Road reference to 7511?
Hey, sorry.
My headquarters were all standing on the wall at the jail.
What car is it? Hey, move your car, bro.
Fantastic.
I try to get through, and they immediately halfway open it, shut it on me, and I hear through there's a deputy saying on the radio, that female officer's trying to get into the door. Do not let her in that door. Do not let any officer through that door.
From PD.
They are so childish.
From the jailer. The jailers are saying that through their radio.
Oh.
So they won't even let us through the door.
Tensions are at an all-time high between the cops, with sergeants even having to split cops up to avoid fights.
I don't want to fight. Everybody in.
So what do the cops do when they feel threatened? They bring out the handcuffs.
It's pretty bad, dude. Because
This is
really that deputy was about. He was saying, "I'm about to arrest you for obstruction."
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
This guy's got a call, but then my sergeant's telling me not to move.
Right. I have this.
And then when I started back, and he told me to stop again.
What about arresting all of them for not doing their job?
Right.
I really wish it's not my car right there, dude. I'm gonna leave the keys in there, dude. I really not wanting to be a part of to get charged with a crime, dude, for a stand, dude. I'm telling you right now, bro.
It takes over an hour and the arrival of the Columbus police captain to de-escalate the situation. In the end, all the suspects held by Columbus officers were released with a court summons despite having felony charges, and it was decided by the county sheriff and mayor that the Muskogee jail needed to be improved considerably.
Yes.
Do you enjoy true crime videos like this?
Yes, that was the most childish thing ever. Hey, what it is, man. You got beef, man. You got problems, man. They got to solve the problem. Y'all on the same, y'all supposed to be all part of the same team. Like, what the hell? But anyways, I'm out. Woo.